Hey guys, welcome to Flite Test. My name is Alex and this is Josh.
Hi.
And today we got a couple updates regarding Flite Fest, our first annual festival of flight.
Yes, and thank you guys. You guys have made this a huge success before it's even happened.
Yeah, this is your guys' event. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be doing it. So thank you very much.
Yes, and the Kickstarter was a huge success, and we got a couple things we want to address for you to hopefully clear up some questions and also let you know how this first year is going to go.
The first year is going to be mainly geared towards beginners.
Yes.
That's not to say that we're going to turn away all the pros out there. If you want to bring your big 3D planes and everything,
We have a line for you.
you're more than welcome. However, we're going to be catering as much as possible to the beginners. A lot of times big events like this one are kind of overwhelming. A lot of times I'll talk to guys and I'll ask them if they want to fly a plane. They'll be like, oh, I don't even have my pilot's pass. I'm just a beginner.
Yeah.
I think that's all the more reason you should be flying. So this is going to be catered. We're going to have a beginner flight line. We're going to have buddy boxes going. We're going to be building planes, crashing them, and having a good time.
Volunteers also with the buddy boxes, so that way if say you're coming and you're a beginner and you don't have a friend that's able to fly and buddy box you, we'll hopefully have someone there to help get you in the air and buddy box you to give you a great experience.
Yeah, and speaking of volunteers, we actually already have a ton, but we can always use more.
Yeah.
So for those of you who have already signed up and are on our list, thank you very much. I know you're probably waiting to hear from us. We haven't got to it yet, but you can be expecting update emails in the very near future to kind of give you some guidelines to go off of and what to expect when you show up at the event.
If they want to volunteer, where do they go?
You can just email us at support@flitetest.com with your information, and we'll get you added onto the email list so you can get the updates. Also, there's a pretty large group of people on the forums that are talking about Flite Fest, people who are volunteering, people who are just attending the event. So just make sure you check out the forums too. We're going to keep the event schedule this year pretty light. We have a pretty good feeling that we're going to be running around like crazy just trying to keep the event going.
Keep it simple.
So as far as like noontime demos and that kind of stuff, we're going to let you guys just fly all day.
Yeah.
There's not going to be too many planned events, but it is going to be a lot of fun.
Yes. And one thing that's really amazed us is the sheer number of people that are registering. And Fury Field is huge. It's comparable to the size of Ceph, but the reality is it's filling up quick.
Yes.
And we don't want to fill up to the point where people lose the experience and you guys have a bad experience because the infrastructure just can't support the people. So if it keeps going this way, we're going to give an update and let people know when we're going to cap it.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking about going, there's links. We'll probably put the links below, right?
Yeah, actually, you can sign up via Eventbrite, which is in the bottom in the description. You can click on the link and pre-register there, get your camping space if you want to camp.
Yeah. I strongly encourage you guys to register beforehand, if at all
soon as possible. Yeah.
Because that way, if we do end up capping it, you know that you have a spot, and it's not a threat. We just want to make sure that there's not so many people that we overwhelm the place. And we never thought that'd actually be possible.
Yeah, but it's crazy.
Truly amazed us.
We have people coming from all over the world. who are wanting to volunteer, wanting to fly.
Yeah.
People coming from England, Mexico, Australia. It's pretty humbling.
We want to make sure we have enough porta-johns and amenities to support you properly. And realistically, probably about 500, 600 pilots is definitely our cap, right?
Yeah.
Because that means about 1,500 or more people.
It's about the most we can do. I don't think we're going to cap spectators. You can come, and spectators is going to be a $5 fee for the whole weekend, right?
Yep, we're looking at Austin right now.
Yeah.
He's keeping us on point.
Yeah.
But yeah, we want to make sure. I think about 500 pilots is the number of pilots we can safely hold on that airstrip, and it's a half-mile long airstrip.
Yeah.
So we want plenty of room for everyone to be able to fly safely and have a lot of fun.
Yeah, and speaking of half-mile long, it's a big chunk of land, but it's not too big. We're going to keep it simple for the first year, and unfortunately, no motorized, no power vehicles like ATVs, golf carts, that kind of stuff. We're going to keep it simple. Bikes are fine. If you want to bring a bike, that would be great.
Yeah, those little moped, little electric powered things are great. And obviously, if you're wheelchair or special needs and you have the motor scooter, please come. Yeah. We'll definitely go do anything we can to make sure we accommodate you for that. I know we do have handicapped porta-johns and things like that too. So we want to make sure everyone's welcome, but we don't have any dirt trails going along the line like the great places like Ceph and Knoll had.
Yeah, it's actually Mr. Fury's backyard. So,
we
want to try to keep it as nice as possible. Speaking of pledges, actually, how many planes do we have to deliver for all the pledges, for all the people that contributed?
It's anywhere from like 450 to 550.
It's almost 500 planes.
About 100 Krakens, which blows my mind.
Yeah, and it got me thinking, we haven't really had the time or the resources to approach sponsors or vendors yet. Specifically vendors. That's 500 planes that are probably going to be built at the event and need electronics.
We're going to have a big community tent for that, hopefully, with all the resources you need, and the area you need to build these things.
Yeah, and this is a big thing. We want to make sure that we have all the resources for everybody to build and have a good time. So let us know if there's a specific sponsor that you want to see.
Yeah.
Or better yet, just let them know. Tell them about the event if they don't already know about it. Talk to them about how big it's going to be, because going to be, at this rate, it's going to be a fairly large event.
And if you want to be a vendor, go to Eventbrite. The link's down below. And if you want to be a sponsor for the event, contact support, right? Support at Flite Test?
Support@flitetest.com. That's an email address.
Yes. You guys have been wonderful. The stretch goals were amazing.
Yeah, you guys took it to the furthest level possible.
Yeah, and one of the stretch goals is an FPV course. We've never done this before, but
not
actually,
many people have, actually.
Yeah, but
so we're looking forward to it.
This guy right here came up with an amazing idea, and I'm going to make sure it happens. Mr. Knop Katop. He came up with, what are they called? Wavy dudes?
Wavy dudes.
Sky dancers?
Yeah, tube guys.
Tube guys. You know when you drive down the road and you see those guys flapping at a car dealership? We're going to get some. And we're going to put those up, and we're going to have that as the obstacle course. And I think it's going to be pretty darn epic.
Yeah, and not only that, with all the stretch goals, you guys took it and made this event happen, but you're going to make Flite Fest a staple for every year. This is going to be an annual thing. And with this initial Kickstarter, it's going to be something that we're going to be able to continue to do in the future. And with this first event, we're going to be able to get the stuff like the Wavy Dudes, but also like PA systems, tents, event materials that we're going to need for future events. And it's all because of you guys, so thank you.
All right. We guys want to sincerely thank you. You guys have made this first year amazingly successful, and we want to give you the best experience possible.
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to your feedback and just what this first year has to bring.
Yes.
So thank you for being part of it, and thank you for your support.
Yep. Thanks, guys. We'll see you later.
See you next time.